What's up YouTube, my name is Trunks9809 and we are back playing Final Fantasy VII Modded. Picking up literally where we left off the last episode, we have just arrived back in Sector 7 after the initial bombing mission of the #1 Mako Reactor. So if I remember rightly, I can actually go in here, right? Yeah, I don't think I can get very far, but I've always been curious if you can actually get in there ahead of when you get there the first time through this story. I'm sure there's a reason to talk to this guy. No, there was no terrorist attack. Nah, definitely wasn't us or anything. I thought all of the scenery just disappears when this little backdrop's showing. It's like, yeah, I was sure I was standing in front of a pipe there. This is the mechanical tower holding the plate up above Sector 7. And when I first played this, I didn't actually realise that this cutscene was some very long, some very foreshadowing. It's like, I mean, it's not massively far ahead, but it's definitely further ahead than I would have thought a game produced in 1997 was capable of. But you know, Final Fantasy VII did a lot of things that were Final Fantasy VII did a lot of things that were revolutionary. No, I'm not your daddy. This is Tifa's theme. Love this song, sorry. I like quite a lot of the music from this game. It's definitely one of the more memorable soundtracks. Although whether it's just because I played this game so many times or because because I remember quite a lot of the Final Fantasy VIII theme songs as well, and I played that quite a lot. And Final Fantasy X. Yeah, it may just be because I played them quite a lot. But I mean, there are definitely some iconic songs in this game, or sounds at least. The victory fanfare, for instance, is, I mean, how many people know what that sounds like? I mean, how many of those people actually probably have never played Final Fantasy in their lives? Just that was weird. Some of these textures haven't changed at all. I like how they've uncapitalized quite a lot of the things that were capitalized. Like Avalanche used to be in capitals, Soldier used to all be in capitals. Well, that's how to piss off everyone. I actually forgot this scene was in here. Like when I first played through this, I totally forgot about this scene. And look at those character models. No, you're not. Really not. I'm leaving for Midgar. Gonna be a soldier. Gonna be like Sephiroth. These character models are nuts. Look at the look at his arms. He looks like a fucking action man from like 1999. One pose and that's it. I'm gonna stand here with my back straight and my arms out by my sides. Actually, one of his arms is barely connected to his body. I never really got the whole thing about Sephiroth. Like they don't really explain a lot of it in the game. Like they explain just enough to make you want to kill him, but they don't really explain who Sephiroth is and what he's done and why people look up to him. So like all of his statements are just like, okay, great, yay, Sephiroth, yay. I don't know if it's just me or like they could have done with expanding that. But I mean, given the age of the game and the story's not, there are times where it doesn't make that much sense. I'll be totally honest. I'm pretty sure there were bits of the storyline that they were supposed to expand on later and they never did. They got cut out. Because I'm pretty sure that like the Vincent storyline, that was supposed to be expanded. Okay, now I can go buy all the things. We have 2,192 gills. Do they never like do they not think that attacking a reactor like the day after the previous attack was a really bad idea? I mean, I know I would. I mean, Jesus. Not only is that kind of nuts, it's kind of nuts. This is the medicine and materia store. I want to buy a couple of fires and lightning, and that's all I can actually afford. No, go, no, shh, go away. Actually, have any that I can no, not really. And this is the weapons store. Buy a couple of iron bangles. Barrett doesn't have any material, so we can have some of that. And then Tifa have the other iron bangle, and she can have the other fire material. And we're gonna go up here into Beginner's Hall. But we're basically gonna ignore everyone and just steal all of the good stuff. And then we're gonna add in the all materia. So blue materia is support materia. It will support whatever is on the opposite side of the bond. So you will get materia slots that look like I don't have a double, but it's so you'll get joined materia slots like this on Cloud's Buster Sword, and you'll get unjoined, which look like this, but there's obviously more than one. If you have a join slot like this, you can link the two materia, so just doing it like this way, like that, oops, that will do fuck all, because as you can see in the description, it says uses paired magic on all targets. The keyword obviously they're being paired, so you have to pair it to something by putting it in a join slot like that. There are obviously a lot of other things that you can do later on in the game, like you can add elemental damage to your weapon, you can add status effects to your weapons, you can absorb MP and HP through using your paired materia. There's quite a lot of nifty combinations you can get later on in the game. And there's nothing else valuable in here, so we're just going to leave. And the top floor there is nothing in because it's this guy's bedroom. My kid, get him away. And there is nothing in the old people's house here, so we're just going to go to the train station, I think. Can't get it down this way because there's still Shinra soldiers. There's a save point up to the north, but that's not really going to help us any. So we are just going to jump on the train and watch as Mr. Telepathic Guard. Oh no, he's not using his telekinesis today. Oh! It's hilarious. Death. Maybe it's empty. Or if he just smacks him in the face with this like fucking machine cannon. No. And we're off. Midgard. So I'm pretty sure the idea for this was to jump off the train before the ID checkpoint. Look at the size difference between the two of them. Instead, we hit the ID checkpoint. A security alert. Unknown IDs detected. Emergency check on all cars. No shit, we're in trouble, really? I think you can actually fail the... If you fail the move, you end up battling something and then you basically get tossed off the train. I could be wrong. Yeah, give me the thing. Give me the thing. Half of the train. The door. Pivot. Security level 4. Maximum security. You will respect my security. Because... that real red light's kind of irritating. Music's quite dramatic. I mean, it's not really going to plan. We've literally just told Shinra that we're coming. Like, I mean, we basically just phoned ahead and say, hey, by the way, we're on the way to the reactor. Thread slows you down. Not that it really matters, because, you know, Thunderball is just going to kill them. We're pretty close to leveling up, which is good. Let's just go. And an ether. Do do. I always get lost in this place because there's like ladders that lead to ladders that lead back to here, and then there's bits that don't lead anywhere, and it's confusing. What the fuck is that? Boy, is it cute? Yeah. Strange that it didn't die to the thunder though. Isn't XP from them? I think there's anything up here. Now, if I remember it, like both of those ladders lead to the same place. Where does this ladder go? Can't get to it. Surrounded by stuff. This is one of the areas that the texture probably really needs some work because it's so difficult to tell what's what. Like, it's fine in the texture being shite in like these zoomed in areas. Oh no, not a pincer hack. I'm gonna say they should kill them. Slight overkill, but I mean, by slight overkill, I mean quite significant overkill. So, when it comes to limit breaks, you might wonder why I'm literally just using them whenever. And it's because of the way limit breaks work in this game. Almra. It's changed. I can't remember what it used to be called, but it never used to be called Palm Rush. But anyway, yeah. So the way limit breaks work in Final Fantasy VII is that, with the exception of two characters, which we'll not go into because they're pretty late game and it's a bit pointless to talk about them right now, each character has 7 limit breaks. So there's 2 level 1s, there's 2 level 2s, 2 level 3s, and a single level 4. The level 1, the level 2, and the level 3, they all use the same unlock mechanic for each limit break within that level. So to learn the first level 2 limit break, you need to kill a certain number of enemies. Just cumulatively, you kill that many enemies, and then you unlock the first level 2 limit break. The first level 3 limit break, you do the same. You kill another certain number of enemies. So once you unlock the first level 2, you then kill, say level 2 is 100, then level 3 you might have to kill another 150. However, the second limit break in levels 1, 2 and 3, you unlock by using the first limit break a certain number of times. So I think Cross Slash, which is Cloud's level 2 limit, Cloud's second level 1 limit break, I think you need to use Braver 11 times, or is it 7 times? I can't remember, it's somewhere between 7 and 11. So that's why I'm kind of just throwing them away. I know that sounds a bit odd, but I want to get Cross Slash pretty quickly because it comes in really useful when we get to a certain point in the game in about an hour and a half's time. And then Clim Hazard, which is Cloud's first level 2 limit break. We'll probably unlock them both around about the same time anyway, so it's not a big deal, but cross slash has more immediate use to us. Level 4 limit breaks, by the way, are unlocked by an item, and you have to have learned all 6 of the preceding limit breaks to use it. Barret has some really interesting limit breaks later on. His first 2 basically deal damage to HP, and then his second one deals damage to MP. Tifa's limit breaks are probably one of the more unusual ones, in that although you may set, so you can set limits to a certain level, which means that you will only use the limits from that level. So for instance, if we had Cloud who knew up to level 3, if I had his limits set to level 3, he could only use the 2 level 3 limit breaks. He wouldn't be able to use Bravery, he wouldn't be able to use Cross Slash, he wouldn't be able to use Clim Hazard or whatever the second one there is. Equally, if he knew Omnislash, which is his level 4 limit break, he wouldn't be able to use that because his limits were set to level 3. So that's one of the drawbacks. Obviously, the advantage is that the higher level limit breaks are a lot more powerful than the lower level limit breaks, but the limit break gauge also fills a lot slower. So I think I've read somewhere that if you have Cloud's limit set to level 4, you can actually get 3 Bravers in the space it takes to get 1 Omnislash. Obviously, Omnislash does a shit ton more damage than 3 Bravers are ever going to do, but you know, that's the kind of balance between them. Tifa, her limit breaks are slightly different in that even if you have them set to level 4, the way that her limit breaks work is you basically get like a slot reel, and you can land on either a hit, a miss, or a yeah. So basically a normal hit, a miss, or a critical hit. However, for each limit break preceding the limit break level that you have, so if I had all 7 limit breaks and I had a limit level set to 4, she would have 7 of those slot reels, and basically for every hit that you stop on, it will use the corresponding limit break. Obviously the same for yeah, but it's obviously a critical hit as opposed to a standard hit. So Tifa's I think Tifa's the only one who uses all of her limit breaks regardless of what, or all of her preceding limit breaks regardless of what level you have them set to. But I just wanted to kind of explain why I was sort of throwing limit breaks away. And I also wanted to kill some time because we're pretty much at the Sector 5 reactor now, and I want to chop off the episode there, and I had a couple of minutes to spare. Do I need to use the tent? I think I do. I think it'll be fine. And we're at the Sector 5 reactor! Yay! This should be a site that's familiar, sort of. This is the room at the bottom of the elevator shaft. Is where we are right now, and we're going to slide down this little slide here. So I'm basically going to go up to the point where we plant the bomb, and then I think we'll call the episode there. One other thing I forgot to mention about limit breaks is that when you use them in battle, they will always interrupt the turn order. So no matter what commands you have queued, the second you hit that limit break, assuming the command's not in the middle of executing, the limit break will take priority. And that kind of builds into strategy and tactics later on in the game, but it's not vitally important to know right now. I'm just mentioning it because I feel like I should. Actually, is there a save point down here? Like, is this like... yeah, there is. Nah, we'll plant the bomb. Why not? Oh, Cloud's gonna fuck these guys up. I don't want to use Barrett's limit break right now. I'd really like it if these guys could charge Tifa's limit break though. That's why I didn't really want to use Barrett's limit break. So basically all mechanical, well not all mechanical, but the vast majority of mechanical enemies are weak against thunder. So I knew the chances are, by doing that, that they would all die in one hit. So this is a flashback to the last time that Cloud saw Tifa on a reactor. Tifa hates them. Hates them all. Also, that is a really big sword. And there we have it. Bomb has been planted. Let's go save the game and then we will call it a day there, I believe. And there we have it, guys. We have been playing for a whole hour and 4 minutes, and we've currently, well, we're about to have destroyed our second Maker Reactor. But yeah, it'll be good. So as always, guys, if you like the video, please leave it a like. If you dislike the video, then feel free to dislike the shit out of it. And if there are any questions you have about the game, anything you'd like me to do in particular, or if you just want to say hi, just drop a comment on the video. But as always, guys, I am Trunks9809. This is Final Fantasy VII, and I will see you guys next time.